is that you have the ability to pass, catch, and shoot both right-handed and left-handed on the run, full speed. There's plenty of younger players that can stand stationary up against a wall and do all these things left-handed and do everything right-handed, and then they go run and they have a lot of problems with it. So good stick skills is the ability, again, to be able to play righty and lefty, pass, catch, and shoot full speed on the run. It doesn't mean you have the best tricks or you can do more tricks than the next guy. It just means go through the basics and be able to do it all on the run. Good stick skills are going to start with the grip on the stick. We got to make sure that the stick is gripped comfortably at the end of our fingers and not in the palm of our hand. We also want to have a nice soft grip on the stick. This will allow us to cradle the right way, and when we're catching and throwing, it'll allow us to catch and throw the right way. But we have to have a nice soft grip, and the bottom hand is also doing the same thing, opposite of the top hand. It's in our fingers, nice soft grip. The next thing we need to do is have a good cradle, and there's two types of cradles that we're going to use in a game. The first cradle we're going to use in a game is a horizontal cradle. The next one is a vertical cradle. To get a good horizontal cradle, again, we just have to make sure that the stick is in our fingers and not in the palm of our hand. If it's in the palm of our hand, we're never going to get a good cradle. But if it rests down there at the end of our fingers, we'll be all set. We need to make sure that when we cradle, we just turn the stick over towards our body. The bottom hand is basically just acting as a guide, and we're just going to make the OK sign with the bottom hand. So we're just turning the stick over, bringing it towards us, kind of like we're just doing a wrist curl, just turning it towards us. The horizontal cradle is going to be used most of the time in the open field when we're unplayed by a defenseman. And as a defenseman comes and picks us up, we want to get into a vertical cradle. At the younger level, we want to cradle mostly with two hands, and as we start to get a little bit more advanced, we're going to go with a one-handed vertical cradle. And basically, again, we're just taking this cradle from here and we're moving it up to this area up in here, and we're just turning our wrist over. The cradle is going to be really important, not only when defensive players check our sticks. The centrifugal force is going to help keep the ball in our stick, but we're going to learn later on that this cradle here is going to move into a vertical cradle, but it's also going to help in our shooting.